Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Inter Miami CF4, Toronto FC 0, and MLS 2023 Week 29. And Toronto is still not mathematically eliminated because DC couldn't pick up a winning goal. You hate to see it because, honestly, this team deserves to be eliminated. They've given up 3 months ago. They gave up 3 months ago. But with that being said, scoring was as follows. Scoring happened as follows. Facundo Farias in the 45 plus third minute. With all the injuries in the first half, they give 9 minutes of stoppage time. And when I saw that board come up, I'm like, yeah, we're getting Tobias timed. Guess what we did? Facundo Farias gets the ball off of a horribly cleared rebound, and he puts it top bins past Tomas Romero. Coelho couldn't cut it off. Bradley didn't even try to block it because, of course, he didn't. And there you go. It's 1-0, 1-0. And that's the way we go into the half. 1-0, miro tiempo, 1-0. I mean, come on. That was an absolute horrible brain fart to allow a goal. Then in the 54th minute, Robert Taylor gets a goal. He scores a great goal. Gets in there, takes a shot, pops it into the net past Romero to make it 2-0, 2-0, and TFC just gives up from there. I mean, they already gave up 3 months ago, but they didn't even try in this game after that because they played really well defensively up until the first goal and then that early second goal. And you could say, but Bernardeschi technically wasn't offside early in the second half. I don't think he was. It should have been 1-1 before that Robert Taylor goal, and who's to say it happens if we're not called offside? So, with that being said, I think we got a little bit hosed. We definitely got hosed, and then we proceeded to get hosed even more. Like it was a freaking, like it was a foam party. There we go. That's better. There we go. And 73rd minute, Benjamin Kromashki scores at the far post, pops one into the net. Beautiful goal for Benjamin Kromashki in the 73rd minute to make it 3-0. Then Robert Taylor from the angle in the 87th minute makes it 4-0. 4-0. 4-0 Miami. 4-0. That's the way it would end. And it should have been worse because TFC, again, gave up after the 55th minute. They gave up. After they got hosed and then they got scored on, they just gave completely up. Like, the game completely changed in the second half. Like, the first half, they defended really well. They overcame the adversity. They survived the game. The part where Messi was in the game and didn't get scored on, and Alba was in the game, didn't get scored on. They take them off. I'm like, yeah, Toronto ain't playing half bad. They should be able to at least get a draw here. No. Because they allow the Farias goal, thanks to the bias time, because, of course. Long stoppage time never favors us. It just never does. It just never does. And if it ever does, it's a cold day in hell. It never does. And then, of course, they allow an early goal after getting hosed in the second half, and they're like, yep, yeah, this one's over. This one is over. And I don't blame them because I'd feel the same way. I would feel the same way. Stats are as follows. 13 shots to 8, 5 shots on goal to 2, 685 passes to 446, 60% possession to 40%, 91% pass accuracy to 88, 17 fouls to 6, 2 offside to 2, 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 3 corners to 4. Toronto, I mean, again, defensively in the first half, they were pretty stout. Yeah, I'm watching the St. Louis game too. Almost said Stroud because it just came on. But, again, when it comes down to it, Toronto were pretty stout in the first half. I thought defensively they were pretty good. Vasquez starting and then coming off after 11 minutes just to get Cervania put on. I think that was a bad call to start Vasquez. And then Cervania gets, I would probably say there is a knee injury there. Like, his knee was swelling quick. You don't like the look of that. I'd say probably MCL, LCL, meniscus probably. I'm not a doctor, but it's my guess. After that Ruiz tackle, and he comes off for Ibarra, so 2 of our subs are used by the 35th minute. Then Miami does the same with Messi and Alba, so it's sort of equal. But Toronto overcame the adversity in the first half, I thought, which that's what makes the second half so much worse. Is it's like, oh, we can overcome adversity. And they're like, oh, we ain't seen nothing yet. And then they just fall apart at the seams, and it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense, because then you're like, why the hell can we not get things to go our way? And I can tell you one thing. We've been absolutely unlucky all year. Nothing has gone our way. We haven't been great, but nothing's gone our way. Maybe you make your own luck, and maybe they haven't, but like sometimes you just got to say, yeah, that's just something. But really, Bradley, I don't know why he didn't jump for that ball. He could have easily headed it away, blocked it with his big old bald head. I don't know why he didn't. It seems like he doesn't even want to play center back, which pisses me off. Mabaka's getting screwed over. Seriously. Even if you're afraid of him doing a secret agent, double agent situation, I'd still think he's better than Michael Bradley. Michael Bradley is a joke at this point. He has a couple of good games at center back. They think it works, and it doesn't. And they finally learn their lesson, and they try again a year later, and then ad nauseum until he retires, right? And it just, I'm tired of it, man. Bradley is... That's 2 goals that are on him without him even trying to put it off frame or trying to defend it. Like, seriously, man, could you just actually try for once? But no, you won't. But you won't, because you just won't, Michael. You won't. So, how about you retire? You know you're washed. Retire. We all do. Take the hint. With that being said, man of the match for me is Robert Taylor, the David Freese of MLS. And I say that in the most respectful way, because to me, David Freese, calling somebody David Freese is an honor. If you watched the 2011 MLB playoffs, you would get it. Robert Taylor came out of nowhere, became one of the best players in MLS when Messi came into the league. Yeah, that sounds like David Freese type situation to me. If he has a great MLS Cup playoffs, you can't disagree. But Leagues Cup, you know, sort of kind of opens that a can of worms as well. But yeah, man of the match for me is Robert Taylor, because 2 goals, there you go. Miami, on the other hand, I mean, Miami wasn't great. They just got 4 really good chances, and we didn't even try to stop them. Miami did what they had to do. That's pretty much what this game was. Miami did what they had to do, and we let them win. That's pretty much what that was. Again, after the second goal, we gave up. Yeah, the rebound was great. Robert Taylor's first goal was great, but this game should have been closer. I think the referees sucked. But you know what? Miami did what they had to do. They got 3 points without Messi. They trounced Toronto. And who is going to beat Miami? I have no idea. I have no idea. I know Atlanta did, but that was without Messi, and Orlando may, but I don't know if that'll be with Messi or without Messi. And then Open Cup could be different, but I don't think they're going to lose to Houston, especially if Messi does play. But yeah, Miami, they're a well-oiled machine at this point. Even if things don't go right, they're still going to have things go right. They're going to make sure things go right. And that's how it goes with Miami. So you know what? Big respect to them. They played a good game. Toronto, we're still technically alive this season. We could still somehow make the playoffs, which is very, very impossible, near impossible. It'd be hilarious if we did, but it won't happen. I don't think we will, and I'm not going to root for it, because you know what? I don't want to get embarrassed in the playoffs anyway. So, I don't even think Herdman can save this team at this point. Bill Manning is a legitimate fool. Bill Manning is a bald fool. He is a fraud. And there needs to be a manager that'll tell him to sit down and shut up. And let the people who know association football handle the team. He could sign the checks. He could take all the credit when they win. Not that anybody would believe him, but if he wants to keep his job, he should sit down and let the people who know what this sport actually is do the job, and he can just go handle the Argos, which he's actually doing a good job at, because, you know, the Argos winning a Grey Cup could save his job too, but, you know, I wish he was gone, but you know what? Second half, you know, the latter could also help, telling him to shut up, but I don't think there's many managers who have the balls to do that, but I don't think Herdman does have the balls. I mean, let's remember, until it got so untenable with the CSA that he had to leave, he was like, please, sir, can I have some more? So that's where we were. He doesn't have a problem with idiot presidents and idiot higher-ups. So, I don't know if he can help. I don't know if Herdman can help this team. I think he's good tactically. I think he did show me, he did gain some faith back in me with that U.S. game at the Gold Cup. But with Bill Manning being around, I feel like he'll get his mitts into this team. I just don't know. Into what Herdman's trying to build, and I don't think that's going to help. So there you go. Bill Manning sucks. He needs to go. He does not know this sport. He does not love this sport. He does not care about this sport. All he does is scout players on the transfer market and then doesn't build around those players. Yeah, that's not how easy the MLS is. Maybe that would work in 2007, but you didn't even do that with Real Salt Lake, so way too late to do what you did with Insigne and Bernadeschi. But you know what? It is what it is. So with that being said, there you go. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of Dun Beholden FC versus Robin Hood, SV Robin Hood in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Group B. So we'll be there for that, and then I'll see you on Friday night for Puebla versus Pumas on Liga MX. So we got time. See if I'll guest on Canada versus Jamaica as well. Possible. I don't know. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.